How's it going, Scrub Gamers? It's your boy Scrub Games coming at you with a juicy new piece of content for you to enjoy. But before we do get into the topic of the video, I just want to let you know how you can help support the channel, and that is by checking out Firestorm Games using my affiliate link in the description box below. Because Firestorm Games offer a whole host of products for almost every kind of hobby there is, be it Dragon Ball Super, Pokemon, One Piece, you name it, and they'll likely have it, and at some quality prices too. So just make sure to click the link below and check them out to see the whole host of products they offer while helping support the channel. And also, remember, there's another way to help out the channel, and that's by dropping a like, leaving a comment on the video, and best of all, hitting that subscribe button to keep up to date with my content when it drops. Because I'm still on the road to 1k subs, I'm looking to hit that by the year's end. But now we've got all that sorted, let's dive into the topic of the video.
Right, ScrubGamers. So, as the title of the video suggests, this is our previously in DBSCG series. It is episode 85, and we're going into a bit more of the week's news, and it's just going to be spoilers again of the new set that's coming out. Hopefully before, well, apparently before our EU finals, and as well as that, just coming out in early December. So ready to see what comes out of that. And I do want to note that there were some leaks by Bandai themselves. They did accidentally spoiling when I think either putting up anniversary box on the TCG Plus app or doing something to the TCG Plus app. They spoiled the rest of the set, the whole set, on the main set, not the TPs or anything like that, but the main set they fully leaked it on there, and it was picked up before if they've taken it down or if it's still there. And we've now seen everything that's in the set because Bandai decided to leak it, so we know everything that's in the set now, but we don't know the TPs, and we don't know if there's going to be a premium like and premium thing that comes with it, premium set, or it comes with a promo, or even what the finals prizes are, or anything about being legal, or like the rule, any question like QA updates for the set. But we know what's in the set, but even though it's been leaked by Bandai themselves, because Bandai just seem to be a terrible company at running things or sorting things out, like, it is shocking. I'm not going to go over the ones that were leaked. I'm just going to keep with the official spoilers because they're still continuing to put out the official spoilers. And I don't really want to. Yeah, you can go and see like all the leaks and stuff. Like in my Discord, if you look down the description below, we've got them in there and they're posted around everywhere. So if you want to check them out, you can. But I'm just going to show the ones that they've been officially revealing on the pages, keeping this struct with how I've been doing this since. So if you want to see the whole set, like all the spoilers for the subset, you can head to the Discord and check it out there. Otherwise, just keep checking out the Facebook page if you don't like. Because not everybody wants to see all the stuff in there. Some people like to see it over time, or some people like not even see spoilers and just wait until they get set so you can see it fresh. It'd be like a maze when the set comes out and set drops when you get a box and stuff. But if you are interested, we're going to go through it now. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. It helps the channel out greatly. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subs before the end of the year. See if we can make it. We've still got quite a few to go, but there is still a chance potentially you can boom and get up to it. And I will be looking to try put together a like I've done before, Road to Finals series. I just need to work on that and actually just because the annoying thing is we've got a new set coming out and that comes with a potentially new ban list changes and like the edit something like on there could come out that could make some things relevant with it. So I'm gonna try and hold back and try to make it based on what the current is because we haven't really got confirmed. Like we know that it's out before it's like a release or a week before finals to set, but we haven't really had confirmation that they are because sometimes they hold it off even though it's like so close, but then it's most likely going to be legal for it. So it's just we need to get as much testing as possible, but knowing Bandai they're going to hold off information actually help us out with testing by just holding off because that's how they are. So let's get out of that and let's get into the spoilers and see what has been revealed in this week today. Oh yeah, this week. So we have almost finished up on blue. We just had a few more to get through on blue, and these are the last 3 blue cards that I did say 4 before, but then I miscounted because I put the same number twice in my little countdown on my Discord. I've got like an archive just to keep track of what we're waiting for, how many cards like kind of see when we're going on to the next card and stuff like that. And I put the same number twice, so we didn't have 4 cards we were waiting for. We had 3, and these are the 3 that we're waiting for in blue. So we have a Raditz SR, so an SR for Raditz. I think there was another one that was the Vegeta, but I can work Raditz and Nappa. Then we got 2 cards of Legacy, and it looks like that every, well, we do know because we've seen the like leagues and stuff. Every color has 2 cards of legacy support for a previous deck, and in blue it's for the blue Oob deck. So the new one that came out. I can't remember if it's the last set I've said before, but yeah, this is the deck. So going around, it's right. The SR. This is like a little floodgate, like not, well, kind of like a floodgate for the deck. It's a 4-cost 16k, so it goes in with the Scouter C extra to be able to play it out by playing a card during your turn, or use it as a counter to your opponent's turn. So it's Radic provoking attack, 16k, 4-cost, deflect, dual attack, and blocker. So it's got deflect to protect it, blocker to defend, and dual attack to get some aggression in with it if you play it aggressively. And if you want to play it defensively, you've got counter attack, negate the attack, and play this card from your hand. So negate and play itself out, and it come out cheaper than its 4-cost because its permanent is if you have a blue Z extra in your battle area, reduce the cost of this card in your hand by 2. And that's going to be very easy to do in any deck. You've got more generic blue Z extras thanks to the anniversary box, and the deck is made for it. And Napa both use Scouter to get out for cheap or for free. Oh, I'd say for free, free on the Z energy side. And then we go on to the auto. So this is where it's like a little bit of a floodgate, because it's auto is if you have 3 or more energy and you declare one number. So that's the cost, 3 or more energy, declare a number. When this card is played until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent can't play battle cards with ritual power the same as your declared number unless they place one card from hand at the bottom of the deck. So even though this doesn't say each time, it's going to be for each time. We've had that situation come up before where some of them they put each time, some of them they don't, and that is just how Bandai is. They're kind of like back and forth when it comes to wording. They don't make it all the same, and when they reprint it, they don't really change, like update the text to do it either. This is how they are. But so this is based on power, so that's power on the card at the bottom. So if you call 30k, they can't. If you go against like say yellow and they've got Vegito and for post, if you drop this down and call 15, then they can't play anything 15k power. It's a bottom deck a card for each time you want to do that. So it kind of put a tax on them using the things to defend themselves, or even if they want to be aggressive, you can, like if you got a certain deck that drops like plays the same kind of power cards, then this is pretty nice. But if they play different kind of power cards, then you're not going to be having a good time with this because they can always play something different. So that's the Raditz SR. Then we got the 2 Oob cards. We got an Oob scattering attack at 8 drop 30k, and a Mr. Boo full speed, which is a 1-cost 4k. So the Oob is like a never boss monster, and it's got no way to cheat out. So it's just got permanent where if you're, it's like the other ones have like a permanent where they reduce the cost at a certain amount, normally involving Z energy. But this one's just got deflect and dual attacks. So deflect meaning 8 drop deflect means is like out the way of the unison counters, which don't really get played outside of well, red and green. And it's also got dual attacks, so it can attack twice. But there's no way to cheat it. Like there's no way to like make it easier to play without using the actual support. So it's like legacy support for the deck that you need to be using like the deck archetype stuff to use. There's only permanent, which is different to the other ones, is if your opponent has 10 or more Z energy, which is probably easy enough to do in that deck, but then it's quite difficult to get 10. So you can see they can spend it if you're trying to do it defensively, you can spend it to use stuff. It gains 5k power, and double strike being a 35k double strike dual attacker. And it also has an auto, which is once per turn. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 battle card in your opponent's battle area, and up to 1 battle card in your opponent's drop. Add them to your opponent's Z energy, and then your opponent adds 1 card from hand to Z energy. So I've seen the reference people say of like compared to Yu-Gi-Oh, if you played Yu-Gi-Oh Trishula, the Ice Barrier Dragon, like copying this deck, so it puts it from 3 different zones. Where normally for like Trishula it was from hand, drop, and field. You like warped 1 or sacked 1 off from there. And it's kind of the same where it picks 1 from your battle area, 1 from your drop, and 1 from your like hand to put in your Z energy. So like ramps you free Z energy to go towards its plan. But it's going to only be played out cheaper by natural archetype, unlike the ever SRs, like the ever boss oobs in the deck, can be cheated out by their actual permanents or other effects. And we got Mr. Boo, full speed. This is kind of like a searcher and like a helpful card for it. So the first auto is when this card is played from your hand, look at the 5 cards on the top of your deck, out to 1 Earthling or Magic card, both blue energy cost of 6 or less, add it to your hand and shuffle your deck. So searcher for a good amount of stuff in the deck. Then the other one is limit 1, where if your leader is a blue Oob card and your opponent has 3 or less energy, when this card is using the combo, your opponent draws 1 and then your opponent adds 1 card from their hand to the Z energy. So another way to force them to charge Z energy to make your plays live for some of your cards. And it's not too bad. That's pretty good, especially like because if you've seen my gameplay of Ub versus Selmax, you can see that it was played as like more of a mill deck, forcing opponents to draw more, charge the energy, it's root through the deck, and that's an ever card to help with that, which is pretty nice. And yeah, so if your opponent's like using it as the energy to avoid you getting full big benefits from your cards, you can then just force them with this as well, which is quite cool. And this is just if they got less than 3, you force them to charge. It's not me, it's quite live. So that is it for the blue, but then we do have the SBRs for blue as well, because we're normally at the end of the color. So we've got the first one, so there's 3 of them for blue. So this one being the SR for the Goku Piccolo deck. So I think there's 1 for each. There's 1 for the Goku Piccolo, 1 for like the Nappa Raditz, and then 1 specifically for Raditz. So we got the Piccolo one. This we have the SR. So the left is the SBR, right is the SR. Looks pretty nice. I know this meant to be I think there was mention about like a combination keyword, but I've seen that. And we've seen so far all the cards in the set. None of them this combination keyword, so I don't know what's going on with that. So, because I think that was meant. Let's see, or ask for next set. I'm not sure. But this is the first blue one. Then we got the other one. So for the rats we just saw that we got revealed this week, we have the SBR bit. So the SBR on the left, S on the right. Looks quite nice. It could be quite a lot of gold. We've seen some that look really nice. Always improves with the SBRs, but that's pretty nice. And then for the Vegeta, you got like the over 9,000 one, even have 9,000 around the car, which is quite nice. And yeah, for this one, so that's the blue SPRs. They're quite nice. Then we go into red, so they had the hint of what's the room? We have like a rapper, I think his name was Future, and that was the hint given to what was going to be next. And as we've seen with I think we saw in the box art there was a yellow UI Goku, so we like knew that U7 was going to be the U7 Goku stuff was going to be yellow, and it was going to be red being the androids. So like an interesting like what kind of it's going to be, because we knew it was going to be androids, but then what leaders it's going to be and stuff to be interested in it. And turns out it's the future stuff. So go with the red one. So the first lot of red X we saw that we got shown was red Android 17 and 18. So no Zeely for this. So no Zeely for this one for red. But we do have Z battle card for it, and there are some Z extras for the red decks as well, because we're in the Z extra bit of the Zenkai series. So start off as Android 17 and 18, and then Android 17 and 18 Future Evil when you awaken, and then you got an Android 20 Creating Evil Z battle card, because he's the guy who created these two, well, turn them at least from what they were to androids. And there we go. So we've got the auto on the unawakened side, front side, is when this card attacks. Look at the 5 cards on top of your deck, add up to 1 red android card to your hand and shuffle your deck. So any red android, and also there's even super combo red androids as well, so that's quite nice. And we got the activate main, add up to 1 red android 20 card with energy cost of 1 from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck, then negate your skill for the game. So you have got a free search once a game, like with the green starter deck Broly. You got a free one-time search of a specific card in the deck. So that's cool. So you make sure you use that before you awaken. And then speaking of the awaken, your awaken is when your life's at 4 or less, or you have 2 or more energy at a destroyed west city in your battle area. You draw 2, take your life down to 6 if it's higher, and then flip over. So no untap for this one, but then they're doing very few of the untappable ones, and no more untap 2 awakens. We haven't seen untap 2 awaken for a good while, but yeah, they're doing a lot more draw 2 awakens, take your life down to 6 instead of the untap 1, draw 1. Which is not too bad. Still get 2 cards, and well, anyway, red isn't red's a lot like doesn't get much energy on tapping just with the awaken, so there's none with this. And when you awaken, you now have a new auto, which is once per turn when your Android 17 or Android 18 card attacks, draw 1, so it doesn't have to be your lead. So there's a nice thing where you can get the benefit of the leader by attacking with the unawakened side. Well, use the activate main, get that Android 20, swing your lead, look at top 5, draw, grab 1, and then awaken. So that way, then you get the front side effect to gain the advantage from the auto. Then on the awaken side, you can swing with a different Android 17 or 18 in your battle area to then get the draw from the lead on that side. So that's quite nice. How it's not limited to your leader having to attack to draw 1 from Android 17 or 18 attacks from anyone. So that's a nice way to do it. So if your leader gets locked down or unable to attack or anything like that, you can still get the draw from the lead. So that's really cool. Then you got this big wordy and activate main. But first, before we got the activate battle, so it does have a nice little activate battle, which is once per turn. If it's your turn, choose up to one of your red android cards, and it gets 5k power for the battle. And that's any red android card, so it could be your leader, a leader or a battle card, which is really nice. So you can either get to your lead for a big swing, or one of your battle cards. Really nice. But it's only during your turn, not your player's turn, so that would be nice for your player's turn. But that might be a bit too good. But then also, you'd rather have it be like something like comboing a card so you can get that Z energy up, like get that Z energy ramping, but then still get like 35k on your turn on one of your androids, red androids is pretty good. And then you've got the activate main. Once per turn, choose up to one of your Android 20 cards and KO it as the cost. So you got to choose, you got have an Android 20 card in your battle area and KO it as the cost for this. So that's we'll see some of the Android 20 cards in a bit. And remember, you can search one from your frontside leader, and you got the Z extra one, or Z battle one as well, so you can have it always got access to get one if you need be. So once you've done that, you play up to one red Android 17 or Android 18 card, both with no keyword skill. So that means no dual attack, no deflect, no double strike, no barrier, anything like that. Just no red keyword skills at the top of the card's text. From your hand, well, an energy cost less than or equal to your energy, so either the same amount of your energy or less than that. So if you've got 3, you can either do a 3 drop or less. If you've got 2 drop, you can do 2 or 2 or less. From your hand, and that card gains barrier for the turn, so you get a bit of protection. Like comes out with protection as well. Doesn't have keyword skills, but it's got protection and barrier. And then you choose up to one of your opponent's power cards or unisons, and it gets fine minus 50k power for the turn. So you get minus 15k, like so minusing down on unison's battle card. Unison's really handy for some unison haste, similar to like Sin, as in this activate main, similar to Sin was. And you'll see, yeah, you get to cheat out something by KOing it under 20. And the really nice thing about it is having a Z battle card. One means you never have to worry about drawing into them. You always got them in your Z extra, so just paying 1 energy, and also 1 Z energy, which is easy enough to get charged. You can then get this out ready to get these effects on the card, and then also, as well as that, KO it to free play out some under 17 and 18s from your hand, which is quite cool, and give them barrier for the turn. So then we've got the Ender 20, Create Evil. So this is, as I said, the 5 cost, well, 5k, 1 cost, 1 Z energy, Z battle card. That's the flex. It's got protection for coming in because you want it to make sure it does come in and gets this off coming in for your leader's effect. Then it's got 2 autos. So the first one is when this card is played, you've got top 7 cards from the top of your deck. Then place up to 1 red's Android 20 and Android 17 or 18 card under a destroyed West in your battle area. Then shuffle your deck. Then you got the auto, the ever auto. So when it comes out, you get the shove one under your West destroy West A. Then you got the ever auto, where if you have 3 or more energy as the requirement, when this card is KO'd by one of your Android card skills, so your leader's effect, play up to 1 Android 17 or Android 18 card, both with energy cost of less than or equal to your current energy, and no keyword skills from under destroy West A in your battle area. So when you pop it for the activate main on your leader, to then play out 1 from your hand, give it barrier minus 9 by 15k, be a battle card unison. You get triggered this Android 20 to then do it from under your Destroy West City. And you put one under there when you play it as well, so you get one set up under there, and you can play it out. So it looks to be really cool, and I'm really interested because I do love some Android decks. So that is the main thing. So that's the lead, and it's a really cool Z battle card. And we'll have a look at some of the other cards. So first off, Destroy West City. So this one's relevant, and we didn't get this revealed until I think it was yesterday or the day before, because no, I think it was yesterday we got this revealed. So we didn't see it throughout the Android cards to know like what the hell goes on with this, because we got shown one of the other cards that's written on it, but we didn't get to see this to see exactly what it does. We had to wait until the second archetype because it kind of hinted at what the second archetype is. So Destroy by C is a 6 cost C extra that requires 1 C energy. It's also got a Z stack when you put under either a Time Machine Departure or Axel Dance. So these are both C extra cards, one for each of the red archetypes. So Axel Dance for androids and Time Machine Departure for the other one. And the permanent is what gives away what the other one is. So if your leader is a red Sun Gohan Future or Gohanks Zeno card, or a red card with both Android 17 and 18, you reduce the energy cost of this card in your Z deck by 5, meaning you could spring out for a 1/1, 1 cost 1 Z energy. On your turn 2, ready to like trigger your leader to awaken. And you also got a nice little animate main that gets stuff set up under it, so you can actually make use of how, like we've seen with the Android 20, place stuff underneath it, get it ready to make good use of it, which is Android main once per turn. Place 1 red Saiyan or Android card from your hand under this card and draw 1. So you can just shove the cards under there, protect them, get them out of the way, and use it as like an alternative hand in your battle area, which is really cool. So I'm looking forward to this. This looks really cool. And you replace the cards as well. So you basically you fin for your deck, put a card underneath it, draw a new card. So then you're setting yourself up and keeping your hand size the same, essentially. Then we go to Axel Dance. So it's the extra card, the one that goes under the Destroy West City, and you can kind of like flip around it as well. So you can go from Destroy West City to this to back to it, because you can use the activate mains on this one, both level 1, and you don't have to worry about the cost of the energy. Because you never been playing this out as it is. You can play in Destroy West City and put Z stack in this under it. So the activate main is limit. So the first activate main is if you have 4 more energy and you place 2 of your Z energy in your drop, and you place this card from under Destroyed West City in your battle area on top of that card, choose up to one of your Android 17 and 18 domination achieved, and it gets 5k power for the turn. So you choose one of your specific Android cards. So one of your specific cards, and you get 5k power after. You sack off 2. You got to go to get a turn 4. Sack off 2 Z energy. Place this card from under the George West City back on top of it, and then choose a specific card in your battle area, and you get 5k power for the turn to make it stronger. Then you got the ever activate main, which is then you place the Destroyed West City card. Destroy West City from under this card on top of the card. Then choose one of your red Android 17 cards and one of your red Android 18 cards as the cost. So these got to be in your battle area. Then, and that's the cost. So you place this card, place the Destroy West City from under it on top of it. Choose one of your Android 17 in your battle area, and choose one of your Android 18 in your battle area. So you got to choose one of each. You've got to choose one Android 17 and one 18, and then that's the cost. And then the effect is you play up to one Android 17 and 18 domination achieved from your hand or drop, and then place all the chosen cards under that card. So you can play back out this card you specifically seen and get West City back on the board from underneath it. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, so you drop this big guy out, which looks probably going to be a boss card. Get an extra boost of power, and then if it's gone or if it gets removed or anything like that, you can drop out another one using the ever activate main, which is pretty cool. So just to see, those are all Z cards. Then we go on to some of the Android cards. So we got the Android 17 cards. So we got Android 17 Infinite Rotation, a Skillness 2-drop Android 17, which is just 20k power 2-drop, and an Android 17 Perpetual Motion Machine. So we've got I think you've got the same activate auto on the first 2-drop and the 3-drop, being auto limit 1 for 1 red. If your leader is a red Android card as the cost, at the end of a battle which your red Android 18 battle card attacked, play this card from under Destroy West City in your battle area. So you can play out from under your Z extra after one of your Android 18 cards attacked. It doesn't matter what their cost is, you just play it out, which is quite cool. And for the 2-drop, it's got another auto being limit 1. So all their skills are limit 1. So this one is when this card is in your hand, is placed under Destroy West City in your battle area. Place up to 1 red Android 18 card from your deck under a Z extra in your battle area, and then shuffle your deck. So you get the filter right through your deck. So if you have one of these Android 17s in your hand, you put under your Z, you use the effect of the Destroy West City, put under there, and draw 1, and then use the effect of this Android to then put the an Android 18 from your Z deck, or from your deck underneath it as well, to get that set up, which is really nice. And then the Ever effect on the Ever Android 17, the 3-drop one, is auto limit 1. When this card is played, draw 1 card, and this card gains double strike for the turn. So you get a 90k double striker, and you draw 1 card for playing this out as well. So that's pretty nice. This looks pretty sick already. And imagine you want enough of it. I'm not sure if you play the skillless ones. Not sure if there's much benefit of using the 2-cost skillless battle cards from underneath it, because you can't really. You can play them out from in there, but then you still got this 15k that can play itself out normally, and you got this 90k to play out normally as well. So we'll see. Then we go on to the 18 cards. So the Android 18 does exactly the same. So we got the 2-drop one being Infinite Rotation, a 2-drop skillless one that's 20k power, and then the other one is Perpetual Motion Machine. Now the skills are all the same on the 2-drop. Both skills just requiring if your Android 17 attacks, or you put an Android 17, so the opposite of what the 17 plays out after an 18's attacked, vice versa, and the same with the other effect. If you put yourself on there, you put 17 from your deck underneath the extra. And for the Androids 18, same thing with the first auto, but then the second auto is different, and this one is limit 1. When this card is played, choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, and during that turn, it gets 20k power, and this card gains critical. So this one, you got 1 for critical, 1 for double strike, and a 19k power. 19k power is good, because it's not as oppressive as 20k, meaning you have to combo 5k plus more. You can just combo 10k from 15k to out combo it, meaning that it's like 19, it's not as great used to be with 20k leaders, Z leaders now being a thing. But those are the Android 20, Android 17 and 18 cards. Then we have a look at the Android 20 cards, and also the big guy that we normally see, that we'll see referenced on the Z Extra. So you got Android, no, this is the another Android 17 you can bring out. So we got Android 17 and 18, Hunting Down Survivors, 6 drop 25k, Android 20, Order to Kill Goku, and Android 20, Android Creator. So we'll get into the Android 20s first. So these are both like we see with most sets. We see each archetype have a like one drops that have a searching and drawing aspect, so one cantrip, one searcher. And you got the Android 20 Order to Kill is a cantrip, and the Android 20 Android Creator is the searcher, and it looks at top 5 cards for one mono red android with entry cost of 5 or less to your hand and shuffle your deck. I can't remember there being any multicolor androids that are red or something else. So that may be references in the future. You might get more red androids, but being multicolor. That would be cool. I do love multicolor decks. Like I love mixing a bit of red with a bit of yellow. And they both have the same activate main, so this is a nice little benefit that makes sure you can always trigger the activate main on the lead, being if your leader is a red Android 1718 Future Evil, so you got to be awakened for this effect, and you have no battle cards in play. Play this card from your hand, and you can't play Android 20 cards in your hand for the turn. Now these don't have protection, so no deflect. Make sure they come in. So if they get counterplayed, that's it. You cut off. But remember, you got one in your Z deck to have as well. But these allow you to do it without paying energy. But it's not too bad to pay one Z energy and one energy just to play one out. That helps you get more played out from your from just popping it, because then it's free to use the active main, free to use the tool and Android. You're just paying one to get two things out, which is pretty cool. So these are quite nice just to get that for free, keeping your energy open, but only getting one from your hand brought out. But yeah, and they also do get those effects when they're played. Just draw one at search, so they're kind of really nice. We have to see. I have to do a bit of testing because I'm looking forward to this. Does feel almost similar like Red Sin, just not as busted with having a Z extra, like a Z lead and yeah, Z lead and some like more big busted cards. And then we got the 6 drop Android 17 and 18, Hunt Down Survivors. This is a 6 cost 25k with dual attack. He's got an auto. When this card is played, choose up one of your opponent's battle cards or unisons, gets minus 25k power for the turn. So just when it's played, minus 25k summons, so that's pretty nice. It goes in form with red, and its color identity being minusing power. And you got the activate main limit 1 for 1 red. If you have a 3 and 1 energy, and you choose 1 red Android 17 and 1 red Android 18 for your battle area, or from under a Destroy West City in your battle area, play this card from your hand and place all chosen cards under it. Now, I'm not sure what the benefit is of putting the cards underneath it, but you can get this out for 1, and then yeah, you can either put them from the battle area underneath, or from under the Z Extra, which we can see there's going to be a potential of chucking a lot of them under there as well to make use of it, filling your deck to see everything you want. So that's those, and we're seeing some of the other cards. We got the Android 16 prototype Android, another ever Android for this, and then 2 extra cards for this, being Destruction, Desire, and Domination Complete. So the Android 16, it's a 4 cost 15k. It's got permanent where you can cover this card even if it's in rest mode. So and you can play it out for your activate main, being limit 1 for 1 red. If you have an Android 17 or 18 in play, you can play this card from your hand. So if you've got one of those out, you can play this from your hand for 1, being a 50, but it's just a 1 cost 15k. But you can combo attack with it in combo from rest mode. And it also has an auto with limit 1 if your leader is a red Android card as the cost. When this card is used in the combo, look at the 5 cards on top of your deck, place up to 1 red Android 17 or 18 from under Destroy the West City in your battle area. Yeah, place it to 1. Yes, I just confused myself. It's when this card is using the combo, look at the 5 cards on top of your deck, place up to 1 red Android 17 or 18 from card under Destroyed West City in your battle area. Ah, yeah, so you look at top 5, put 1 to under the Z extra that's in your battle area. Okay, yeah, kind of threw me a little bit reading it, but yeah, just helps fill out more under your Z extra. So you can play them out from underneath there using the Z extra. So the Z extra Jiro is going to be really useful, just to play out 1 from underneath it, and then using the Elise effect to play out 2. So 2 for 1 energy is pretty nice. And then you got Destruction, Desire, and Domination Complete. So Destruction, Desire is just a 1 cost counter attack to get your attack. But it's also got an activate main for 1 red. Place 1 red Android, place 1 Android card from your hand under Destroy West City in your battle area, and send this card from your drop to your warp, draw 1 card. That's going to be useful. Like, it's just One drop extra negate, which yeah you can use to negate an attack, but it's not going to be useful. And then yeah, the extra card from the drop is pretty pointless. You're not really gaining anything on board, like playing a cantrip or getting the effects, like a similar effect or anything like that. And you can ramp with just the effects on the cards a lot easier than using this. That's going to be great. And then Domination Complete, which is activate main. Look at the top the 5 cards on top of your deck. Add up to 1 red Android card to your hand. Shuffle your deck and place it to 1 red Android 17 or 18 card from your hand under Troll West City in your battle area. So you don't really gain anything. You lose, like, you play this, so you're losing this card from hand. Then you look at the top 5 cards, add a red Android to your hand, and then so you basically just replace itself, pay 1 to not get anything on board like Dro does, but playing it and you get a search, so you still got a 5k combo. So you just use this, replace it in hand with something, but then you could neg yourself by placing 1 from your hand when you could just use the Destroy City itself to use its own effect to put 1 on there and then replace a card by drawing a card. So not great, these extras. So yeah, so that's not great. But now that's it for the Android 1718. We move on to the other one, and that is the Red Future Gohan and Trunks lead. So this one comes with a Z leader. So no Z. I don't think it had a Z battle card, just a Z leader, which is quite nice. So you go from Sun Gohan and Trunks to SS Sun Gohan and Trunks Warriors meeting a challenge. And the nice thing about this is, I know people complained before about the Ever Future Gohan stuff still having his arm, even though he only has 1 arm because the androids take it in attack. But you can see it's got before he loses his arm on the front side, then he's awakened. He's in his form with Super Saiyan with his lost arm, and then Trunks helping out. And then you got the SS3 Gohanks Time Traveling Master Students Fusion. So like it's not part of the little Trunks special. This is like a special from Dark Ember Saga of those two fusing together because it's Student Master, and that's quite interesting, quite fun how they use that as the ZD, which is quite nice. So on the front side of Sun Gohan and Trunks, it's auto is when this card attacks. Look at the 5 cards on top of your deck. Add it to 1 red Saiyan card or red Saiyan or Earthling card to your hand and shuffle your deck. So it's going to find any of your future Gohans or Trunks cards and your battle cards. Then it's awakened as if your life is a 4 or less. You have 2 or more energy in a Toro West City in your battle area. Draw 1, untap 1, take your life down to 6, flip over. So similar kind of requirements to Awaken on turn 2 as the androids. Just this one untaps and draws 1, so it gives you back an energy for it as well, which is quite nice. So instead of just drawing 2, you get the energy back you paid for Destroy West City, and also draw a card. So you draw 1 less card, but you get the energy back, which is actually quite nice. Probably a bit more beneficial than the just drawing 2. But then we've got SS Sun Gohan and Trunks Warriors meeting a challenge. So activate main slash battle it doesn't have an auto anymore. It's just got 2 skills. First one being activate main slash battle, which isn't once per turn, and its effect is to place 1 of your Z energy in your drop as the cost. And now during this turn, the next time you use an activate skill on a red Gohan Future or Trunks Future in your battle area and or combo area, reduces skill cost by 1. So that's quite cool. So you can, because it's not once per turn, you can kind of, I think you can kind of ramp it up, like use it multiple times to reduce the cost further. Remember, it only reduces by 1 of non-colored costs. So if there's any costs that require like red specific costs or anything like that, you can't reduce it by this. It's only reduces to 1 one colorless energy. So that's cool. And you got the activate mean is how you draw more cards, and that is once per turn, place 1 red Saiyan card from your hand under the Destroy City in your battle area, draw 2 cards. So yeah, you're kind of filtering through more. So you're using the Destroy City to put 1 under, draw 1. This to put 1 under, draw 2. So you can filter quite far for this as well. So you can filter through 3 cards and put 2 cards ready to use from underneath the Z extra, which is cool. So it's really nice. This is a really nice lead. Both the red decks look pretty cool. And then we got the Z lead, which is a 20k base, free Z energy, has double strike, and Z-Awaken is 1 red when your life is at 3 or less on a red card with both Sun Gohan Future and Trunks Future. So only awakens on this leader, needs you 1 red energy and also free Z energy, but it's 20k base with double strike. And now your auto is once per turn when 1 of your red cards is used in a combo, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards or units that gets minus 5k power for the turn. So that's cool. So if anything's got a triple attack or double attack, minus 5k power for the turn, make it a little bit easier as well. And that's just from comboing for free, which is quite cool. And then you have the same activate main slash battle that you did on the Awakened side, just now on here for this exact same skill, just on, you should still keep it as well. So that is it for the lead for this one, so let's have a look at some of the cards of the deck. We haven't got all of it, but we've got most of it. So let's have a look. So you've got the Ever Z extra, so yeah, we've got the Destroy City, which works for both leads, and then either lead's got an Everyone you can put underneath it that works for their specific deck. So we had Axel Dance for the androids, and then we got Time Machine Departure for this one, and it's at 8 cost, but then we don't have to worry about the cost and Z energy because you're going to be stacking it under the Z extra. We want to focus on the Ever effects. So this one has an auto where at the start of your turn, at the start of your turn, play up to 1 red Trunks Future card with an energy cost of 8 from your hand. Remove only this card from the top of a card in the battle area from the game, and you can't play any cards other than red Trunks Future cards for the turn. So what it basically means is just at the start of your turn, if this is on top of the pile, you play up to 1 red Trunks Future with energy cost of 8 from your hand for free. Remove this card off that card, but keep the stack there, and you can't play any other cards other than Trunks Future cards for the turn. So you're going to keep in it just playing those Trunks Future cards. And then you got the activate main of how you get on top, because you might be thinking, how do you get on top? Because there's nothing, unlike the Axel Dance had a way to put itself on top, this card has the same way, but unlike Axel Dance, it rotates through, which this one doesn't. This is gone after you've used it. So you use this when you want to try and finish the game. And its activate main, place 1 of your red Trunks Future cards with energy cost of 8 under this card. So I don't know where you place the card from. So place 1 of your red Trunks Future cards with energy cost of 8 under this card. So I don't know if it's from the battle area or if it's from under the card, so under this part of the thing. Then you place this card from under Destroy West City in your battle area on top of the card. Yeah, on top of that card. So that's how you get this card on top of your Destroyed West City. So that is that. So you use the activate main to get this on top of the thing. So when it comes back to your turn, you then play out the Trunks Future card from energy cost of 8 from your hand, and then remove this card from the game. So you've got the West City back there, and then you got out for free to bust out as well. And we'll see I can't remember if we got it refilled. We might not have had it, but we'll see what the 8 drop does when we get to it. But for now, we got the free Gohan's battle cards, future Gohan battle cards for the deck. So we got the SR SS Son Gohan Self-Taught Truth. We got the Ever 4 drop, that's a uncommon, being SS Son Gohan Resisting Evil. Then the Ever 4 drop, SS Son Gohan Self-Taught Combo Attacks. This is common. So we've got an SR, uncommon, and a common. They all have the same activate main, I believe. Oh no, so the SRs they have similar activate mains. So all their first activate mains are limit 1 for 1 red, and the cost being if you have a red, if your leader's red, the SR is if your leader's red, you have a 2 or more energy, you have a Z extra in your battle area, you draw 1 card and play this card from your hand, so you replace it playing out. The other 2 are if your leader is this specific, if your specific leader or the Z leader for it, and you have 2 or more energy, you just play it out from your hand. So you don't for the uncommon and common, you don't draw a card and replace it, and it's not for any red lead. The SR is for any red lead, and if you've got 2 more energy and a Z extra in your battle area, whereas the other one just can be played without the Z extra in the battle area, as long as you've got 2 more energy for this leader. Then they've all got an activate main, that's what's returned, and requires 1 energy, so that's where the activate main / battle comes in for the lead to reduce the cost, to make it so you don't have to pay the cost for this by sacking off 1 of your Z energy. And for the SR, this is another activate main, so this is if you have 3 or more energy as the cost. We'll switch this card to active mode, and this card gains double strike for the turn. Choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, Unisons, and gets minus 25k for the turn. That's pretty cool. So that could probably potentially be a nice one in pan. Just get a Z extra out, which you can easily get out. Draw a card, place it, gain a boost, and then swing. 3 more energy, switch to active pin. Everyone will switch to active mode, and then get double strike and minus something by 20k for the turn. And then we got the everyone. So the uncommon one, his effect is draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your opponent's battle cards, or unison and minus 25k for the turn. Not 20k for the turn. So just draw 1, minus something, doesn't restand or anything like that. While the other one, combo attack common, is draw cards, which is kind of active mode. So get a restand attack, drawing 1, the other one just minuses instead. So pretty nice. And so that's the Sun Gohan Future cards revealed. Have a look at the Trunks cards. So we got 4 Trunks cards. So we got these ones of the first 3 of the 4 being the ones that can give you skills. And they've all got the same activate battle, which is all limit one. If your red Trunks, if your red Sun Gohan Future or Trunks Future card is in a battle, use this card from under Destroyed West City in your battle area in a combo. So yeah, so you can just for free use this card as long as you've got a red Sun Gohan Future or Trunks Future in a battle. You can use this card from under Destroyed West City in your battle area for a combo. So if you've got all these underneath, you can just go ahead and activate battle, activate battle, activate battle. Use one of each because they're all limit one just for their cards, but there's three of different ones. So you can swing with your lead, then just go for free combo from under your Z extra. Combo for free, combo for free. So put free under. So use the effect of lead over time. Just put the cards under and get these as free 5k combos. To just basically any time, just free combo 5k, free combo 5k, free combo 5k. But then you got ways to give them make use of cards to give yourself some skills. So you got the activate battles on them. I think they're all the same. So they're activate battle for one limit one for one energy. This is once again where the effect of the lead comes reduced the cost on them to make them one less by second off the energy. If your leader is a red Sun Gohan Future or Gohan Zeno, you have and this card's so the first two. So first one, powerful sentiments, is just if your leader is if your lead if your leader is a red Sun Gohan Future or Gohan Zeno card, and this card's using combos cost. Choose it to one of your red Sun Gohan Future or Trunks Future cards and it gains double strike for the battle. The Unfulfilled Ambition, the second one, is the same kind of cost, but choose it to one of your red Sun Gohan Future cards or Trunks Future cards, and it gains critical for the battle. So one to give critical, one to give double strike. And then you've got the third one, the Battle Preparations. This one is same if your leader is a red Sun Gohan Future or Gohan Zeno card, but this one requires you to have 3 more energy, and this guy's in the combo area like the rest. Choose it to one of your red Gohan Future or Trunks Future cards, and it gains barrier until the end of your opponent's turn. So you can potentially give your leader barrier to protect it from things, which is cool. So it can't be chosen to minus or anything like that. That's pretty cool. And yeah, so you got one to give double strike, one to give critical, one to give barrier, to give protection or force for either critical damage or 2 damage if you wanted to. Then the last card we got revealed is another one of the Trunks, and this one just has one activate battle. And this one is just if your red Sun Gohan Future or Trunks Future card is in a battle, use this card from under Destroyed West City in your battle area in a combo and then choose up to one of your opponent's battle cards in unison, gets minus 5k power for the turn. So you can kind of make it use this one as an easier way to out combo by minusing if it's a battle card unison, minus it by 5k or combo to 5k to put a 10k difference, which is really, really nice. And the only problem is none of these cards can be used free like that from under your West City if you go to your Z leader. So if you go into your finish off with your Z lead, you can if you go into your Z lead, you can't combo with these for free from the West City. But if you go for a kill swing, you can before you go to Z lead, you can swing your lead. If you got one each of these 4 on your battle area, just use activate battle, activate battle, activate battle, activate battle. Come with this free 20k from the Z extra in your battle area. Go to your Z lead, and then yeah, just pay 40k double strike for a finisher, which is pretty cool. So yeah, once you Z-Awaken, you use the effect to use these from under the battle, so be wary of that. You want to use it to load up your Z energy, so you can then get certain skills. And that's all we have for this week. So that's it for this week. So remember to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps the channel as I said, we are on our way to 1,000 subs. And that's all the weekly news we've got for this week. Once again, not putting out the ones that we got that Bandai spoiled on their own app. Gotta keep that and just keep going with the official reveals to kind of keep on the good side. And just go by what the official one is, not like the leaks, because it's just suck that they leaked themselves. But here's what it is. But if you want to see them, check out the Discord and head to the Sport Archive bit in the TCG section of Discord to check out the leaks from their app. That's it for today. Thank you for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.